vedevi qua che risi bak.
So we're gonna go and mute. There we go. Yay, somebody else has the green gun. I love it. I liked the white gun that they had. I never could get the white gun anytime I did it. No glitching to the white gun. painfully obvious that, you know, there's such different types of people. The world needs all of them, I guess. If they do, someone's moving that train. I do. That wagon. There's the white gun, that's what I'm talking about. That is the gun that I love. Right there. Oh, sweet owl. I'm just doing this here. Just wanted to change from topic and a change from everything, so I just slipped out. Mine will be ready right after this, too. Because I was at probably about 78. This round's up. Get 18 here. Ready to deliver. The guys up top have a much better advantage than I do. Usually sit up there. Well, today I just thought, you know, be understated. Don't be too obvious. Let's see what this looks like. Good to see you. 0.48, that was pretty good. Gold payout. Interesting. So if you're still going and you want to send an invite, I would. I might have to. I might have to. Let's see. Pretty sure though that I'm going to be ready to deliver right after this because that was 18 and I was at. So let's see if I can't join back into y'all need an invite. And we will fast travel. Oops. Don't get held up by that little spot there. Alright, here we go. Fast travel to camp just to see what we're at there. Hey Voodoo. Who do you do? labyrinth. That's where that,
We're going all the way to the top, you and me.
let's see, where are my goods at? Yeah, so I'm quite ready. I'm at 98 here, so my guess it'll stop. And then I'll have to do a... But if Al's able to send me an invite, I will help out. Because I can't join back in. Pretty sure. Yeah, you do, Kiba. You need to get back online. Let's see if we can grab some more ammo. Thank you, Al. Alright. We're going to have a couple of back-to-backs here. These are great. So who do we have that's in that I've ridden before? All right. It would be so nice if we could make a solo lobby where you could have 10 people or something like that in it. It would be great. All right, I'm gonna go and grab. What do I need here? Some stew. Yeah, let's grab some stew real quick. Thank you for the delicious hot pot. And I'm gonna clean my gun real fast because it's gonna be a little bit of a mess after that. But I mostly should grab those the ammo if I can still do it before we get. Otherwise, it's not like it's a big deal. We're not going to have to, but just the shootout at the end there is always a fun thing. Thank you for waiting, Owl. I appreciate that. There we go. I'm going to have to be buying these if I don't. Oh, there they all are. Good, good, good. Thank you, ma'am. I am ready to go. I am no longer... All right. I didn't give you my fancy bow yet. There you go. See, that's what you do if you go to be in someone's posse. If they are kind enough to invite you to share in with what they're doing, you immediately join them. You immediately clean your gun. You immediately eat, and you get ready for their delivery. You don't say, oh, I gotta go and buy a new outfit, or I have to go and put on my favorite tap dancing shoes. You're there for them. It isn't about you. That's the reality. This is something a lot of people don't always see, is that it's, you know, if they haven't been in a posse, they don't understand. When you have 7 people who have given their time to come and be part, you get the, you know, you be ready for them. It's part of any group. It's just rules that you learn when you're part of groups that have to get things done. So, oh, she is good. She's waiting for JC probably. That's what I just was thinking, exactly that. I just saw that pop up right when I said it. It was like, yeah, JC's probably coming. I'm gonna go sabotage. Yeehaw. Yeah, I mean, when you're waiting like that, you can do this, or you can run one of the contests. You know, a good posse leader doesn't. That's gonna be blown up. I better get out of the way. It's gonna go bad. Nice job. That's done. Awesome, got that done. So I'm not going to loot any of those because I've got my 20 in for the day, so I don't need to touch them. I should reset that moonshiner award now too. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, I never worry too much. We get it done, we get them killed. So that will be under moonshine, right? Yes. Oh, I guess I didn't. It's not in there. I will reset. There we go. We got another one over there. Do you need that? I don't want to take off and do anything else because I don't know how long until JC's here. Yes, I will go add you in after this is done. One of the things that you have to take care of, most importantly, when you're doing online streaming, is not to invite or welcome stream snipers. And unfortunately, because we just had an unfortunate incident with a person who was trusted and invited, and we can't immediately open that up because we really don't want to take the chance. How and when we invite people to be in our posses is when people come in and they visit here and they show that they're more interested in being part of the stream. There's like so many people that would, love to be part of a posse, but more often, not more often than not, but often we have people who join in the middle of the stream simply because they want to be in the stream. If you want to be in the stream talking and visiting with us, then by all means we will send an invite to have you into the posse. But even adding you as a friend gives you too much information. Not you, but anyone who would possibly want to join. So it isn't about your level, it isn't about your skill. It's about if people come in and say, I want to be in, invite me in. There's pretty much, if you go and look at most streams, it's an absolute no. They won't even entertain or be kind about it, they just ignore it. Used to be on the rules, don't ask to be in the posse until you've been part of the stream, but I mean, some of that stuff just seems pretty common sense, so we're not going to go over it anymore. We do like to stream. We do want to have people that are interested in coming in for the Halloween contest, but we don't invite them during a stream. We do it afterwards and in between, and then we ride together sometime when there's no stream, and I get a chance to see a person's style of playing, because our number one rule here is be kind. We don't shoot people. We don't start fights. Like, one of the things you'll see with entry-level players when they arrive, the first thing that they do is try to establish themselves by shooting at people, and that can be too much of a problem. You get people angry. A lot of people think that's exciting, but we have determined that that is not our style of play. Really? Really? So, one of the problems is the more adamant a person is trying to get into the stream, the more likely you won't get in. It's just simple. I'll tell you, I've been having fun with my incendiary rounds. I think I probably have to clean my my 22. There's JC. There she goes. Oh, nice jump, Owl. Nice jump. Most excellent. That was cool.
Supplies are good. I'm a happy man.
Put that on there. Can't carry him around. Alright, so let's clean this gun. Get ready for this. I didn't see what that was. Somebody's horse just crashed. I gotta see if she can do this again. We're watching. So JC is in the posse. We're watching. That is brilliant. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's see if that pony makes it. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, wonderful. I love it. The things you can do while you're waiting. See, a lot of people, they'll start, when they're waiting, they'll start posse verses. I don't do that. We were looking, though, we got to get sunglasses still. So when we do Halloween, or if we do the kidnapping of Madam, we need to have the Men in Black to rescue her from the aliens. You guys might laugh, but that's my storyline. That's what I'm going to do. Men in Black have to rescue because the aliens have kidnapped Madam. So that's what the storyline's going to be. We need to get more people who might be interested in sort of the role-playing aspect, because that would be kind of fun to do. No worries. I gotcha. I just saw your post there. He'll be a couple minutes. Might as well run around shooting little things. What can we shoot? Watching Owl jump off the... Okay, this is what I have to see. Swoops. Swoops, swoops. Let's just do this quick. So we're housed up, because I think we might be moving here. There we go. So is JC going to jump on, or should I jump on? I don't know. Sometimes JC doesn't ride along, so I might as well jump on. Yeehaw! We got some air there. Cute. Now you know how we punish, how we truly punish in this channel. Oh man. Some people get a timeout. No, here you get a Bob Ross timeout. I have to go and look at the legality. I deleted that last video because I'm not sure how much of a video. There is a portion when I worked with, when I learned the CRTC rules about copyright, you can have a certain amount. You can take clips of something to make them into something else. We're learning another route here. Here we're going, climbing up the side. I love this. Shortcuts, my favorite. As long as they don't involve wrapping around trees. posse going, a few people that are really, you know them, you like the way they play. And I'm happy to. Yeah, Bob Ross. No, I'm going to go and I'll do a complete studying up on full legalities of posting even short little bits like that, because I don't want to be on copyright infringement. So, like I say, I'll take the video down before anybody else can say anything or there's a problem, because I don't want to ever be guilty of. This is what I'm trying to say. When you're in YouTube, you have actually quite a few legal rules. It's not a free-for-all. So I'm not just responsible for, putting this together. You're also responsible all the time for keeping in the rules. I haven't shot any of these guys, but I'm going to help you out with this. They just don't want to get out of the way. Sorry about the horse there, guys, but... After this, though, we're going to name a Bob Ross, because that's too funny now. I love Bob Ross. I really do. He's my favorite. A Bob Ross timeout is going to need something now. See you, Voodoo. Sorry we didn't see you in there. I would have invited you. I didn't even see. My apologies. ASMR, that's all I can say. It was a Bob Ross timeout. It was like, that's what I said, is our channel here is kind of the Bob Ross of YouTube channels. We're all about the happy little trees. I love riding that little donkey around. I thought you were going to run over him. I was going to say, no, not my favorite little donkey. I know, right? Bob Ross meets... Oh my god, that gave me a whole idea of what we could do for another video as well. We have to have the timeout video. See, if I alter it and I make it new, then I can put up a video like that anytime. So that would be the timeout video. When anybody behaves badly in our channel, I'm going to force them to watch Bob Ross as edited by Yoda. Much stranger than you could have imagined. Bob Ross meets Earthly Morgan. Yeah, so you have to be able to do that, because people who spook others, they can take little snippets of the videos and put it together. If I'm correct, like I remember once for movies, it was something, songs, it was something like you can't have more than 5% or like something like that in the video without it being copyright infringement. But I will look those up. But I will err on the side of caution all the time. I don't want ever to have an infringement. We do our best not to. My son made this beautiful song. Go look up in YouTube. It's Your Time to Shine. And it's one of the best songs ever. Even that, I can't just plug that in, because you have to show that you have proper copyright approval by the person who created the song. So, he does sound for video software games. He does. He's a manager for a group that make very nicely done. Very nice. is that we have here, what I really hope is that we have enough people who will come and be part of the Halloween contest, and I hope that we'll have enough people that if we decide to do some scenes from a little movie or role-playing movie that we want to put together here, then we will have enough people who would be willing and interested to dedicate some time. And, you know, I know when we did it with Austin, he listed everybody's names, not their names, but the usernames that they had in the game, and did a shout out to anyone who was involved. I think that's just brilliant to have fun with it like that. So that's why I'm going. I loaded up an old version of a version of Red Dead 2 that I can play with and just start to learn this stuff. Because this is the stuff I love. I love the technical side of things. So when we get people show up and still keep coming back in and visiting, that's when we're happy to invite you back to come in and ride with us a couple times. But mostly we won't do it when we're doing deliveries, because we do those deliveries in a solo lobby together. There's only 4 people. So we would have invited Voodoo there. I just did not see things there. And my apologies, I didn't see it. Here we go. We got ourselves a little bit of a shooting.
I'm gonna be the one that puts you in the ground.
Yeah, maybe not. You all loot. Just because of the cheekiness. I'll leave those others. So yeah, we have to get over to Madam and get the, you notice how you can't ever get her to look you straight in the face when you try and do it. She just avoids it as much as you can. I was trying to see, we have to get her sunglasses that will look good for the Men in Black scene. And my apologies when I don't see always the things that are going on channel. We're so lagged that often I just don't see it until it's too late. Well, Sugar Bear has said he wants nothing to do with this. All right, so I'm going to start up mine. Thank you very much, ma'am. And I will drop out of here now. And start up my policy. Reform. Okay, so I'm going to see now if he's here now. No, I don't see him there. No, I don't see him there, so we'll wait and see if we get... Where is our camp at? Let's put it there so it's supposed to go to. Alright. Should be able to just run right over here and do a fast travel. She took my campsite. Oh, that's so mean. She's faster than me. I'm going to be the one to put you in the ground. I know, that was a good one, right? Maybe not. Maybe you won't. So we're fast traveling over. And I'm going to send an invite. Just in case JC didn't. Oh, he should be able to rejoin. But let's go make sure that we don't have too many people in there. Because we've been adding a few. Let's look in there. Yeah, we still have room. JC's in there, so we're good. I might have to remove this one. I don't know who this is. And he doesn't usually join, so let's just remove him so we have a couple spaces. And then we'll wait for JC. And goods are ready to be delivered. So we are just waiting in case JC is going to join in. Okay, we'll wait up. I know, I saw that. You were quick. I was babbling away and I saw what you were doing. Oh, Owl, you make me laugh so much. Welcome back, JC. So we'll wait and get a stew going on. Let's see. Get a stew going on. I know that there's no shyness on Owl's part. If a stew's not made, she might just jump in there and make it. Alright, get some stew. It was fun watching Owl jump off the thing. I'm gonna collect some ammo again here. Okay. So, gun cleaned. I do believe I just did that. Yes, I did. Alright, we can start up. I mean, we can wait and let JC get here first. Alright, let's health up a little bit. I don't have very many, very great, so I'm not sure how far away he might be. Whoops, not there. Oh, I so hope we get a Halloween pass. Yeah, I know. I watch your style of playing Owl, and I have to say that I really, really respect you. The way you play, I always went over in Tumbleweed. I don't know why he's in Tumbleweed, but he could fast travel if he needed to. He must be doing... Oh, he's in the okay, so he made the solo lobby. Are we good to run? Like, we don't have to have him right here to do it. We're good by ourselves, right? He's in already. Okay, perfect. That's what I was just thinking. We don't need to wait for him to get here. Off we go. See, I like being in with a posse where we've played so much together, or played together with different groups that are, you know, same people, the same style of play, that we all understand. And I know exactly what Al's doing, so she's thinking, even when she's running up ahead. Once I was watching when you were running up ahead, and no players come, so we thought it was like an invasion at the end. So I could watch immediately when she went up ahead. I knew what she was doing. You get a feel when people are, what's the word? I think it's called simpatico, when you tend to think similarly. Alright, so wait and let Owl jump on. And on we go. I mean, what the stream is trying to show people is that I don't know if we can take that. Let's see. This is where I think we can end up in trouble. Follow this, let me take a look. Let's see where we're gonna go. Yeah, we can follow this. That's fine. Follow the road, I guess. Back we go to the road. This is going to be one you kind of got to follow the road because of the canyons. So we might as well just get into a point and shoot. Our house. I should wait. Here they come. Yeah, this is why we don't need to move too much. Because this way we can just shoot at them. Because we're badass. Thank you, ma'am. Shortcuts that are safe. In general, this one makes me a little nervous. So it's a little far out, but if you don't go up here, you can't get down into the hoodoos. That's what we're going to call them. Yes, you will understand that we don't invite people into the posse when they are first online. I'm not sure if that's difficult to understand. It's not called ignoring, it's called listen to what we're saying. You are not going to be welcomed into the posse because we only bring people in who play with them. No. We are in our soul hobby, and the only people who are welcome here are people that we know. This is not my soul hobby. I did not create it, therefore I don't know that I can go into it. Even when I know people, it can still go bad, so if you're concerned that you're being ignored, you aren't possibly listening to what we're saying. I don't know how to say it any differently. Even Voodoo, who I know and have ridden this, I didn't have a chance to see him. I will never invite people who join up or come into the chat and say, invite me, be my friend, let me join. That's just a recipe for disaster. Anyone who's played this game and says that they're a good game player would already know that. You wouldn't need all that explained. So what you end up with is you're either friends with the person that we just kicked out of here, or you are that person under a different name, or you aren't listening to the rules, or you're incapable of hearing them. Either of those possibilities would not make you a welcome player in our game. So give some thought to that. I've offered to play with you off stream and accepted your friendship then. I'm not inviting any friends in while I am visible online because little stream snipers think they're very intelligent and funny to come and try and ruin the stuff that you're putting together with your time energy. So by all means, see yourself out. We won't kick you, but if that's how you feel, you should have got attention immediately. Then you're not welcome here. Just show yourself out. But any more comments about what we're doing and how we're doing it will have you banned and hidden because we don't need users who act like crybabies. How's that? Who act like they're entitled, who act like everything is about them and the world goes around. Gee, sounds like somebody we already had to remove from the stream. I don't know why people are like this, I really don't. I try to be just friendly to everybody, but the demands, the entitlement that come from some people blow me away. That's why I would rather have 3 or 4 of us in here who really enjoy playing together and, helping each other out than a bunch of idiots that are all about the glory and getting attention for themselves. They're not welcome here. People who are willing to put the time and energy in to do some work to grow this so that they have fun. It's not like anybody's getting paid, so you're giving your time, it's volunteer, so at the very least I expect everybody in here to be respectful to me That's all we get. That's all we get out of this, is the feeling that we're part of something and that, you know, a group of people enjoys having us around. And there's a lot of people who say that they don't have that. I think a lot of people notice that through the pandemic, is that, you know, there was a lot more focus. I felt bad for people who were in abusive relationships because in the pandemic they had absolutely no place to go to escape it. Domestic violence went up by about 30%. So that tells you a lot. And it says that there's a lot of kids that are in situations where there's violence, and if we can give them a safe place to be, they don't need to get more bullying and harassment by people who are just out to have some fun at other people's expense. Not going to happen here. And we have the Bob Ross. If people don't want to listen, we can Bob Ross you. We really can. The rules are in the description. We'll add more about do not ask advice and that sort of stuff. I mean, that's kind of common sense. We don't really need to be explicit. That's disrespectful. You don't come into a person's channel and, you know, demand that they invite you in and then say, you guys aren't very nice. No, it's not respectful, and if people don't understand, they need to go away, or they need to watch. If they want to learn how to be respectful, it will be modeled here. Thanks, Kiva. Like I say, you get vibes off of people when they start telling you, here's my issue. Anybody who comes in here and you know, the first thing they say personally to you is that you have a sexy voice. They're probably not here. They don't see you as a person. How's that? We're almost there. Oh man. We made it. Yeah, I might have been able to keep that video, but so we got a shooting here right almost after that. Yeah. We don't have any shootouts, so we're good. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. And now we can go on about the day. See, when we're finished, we don't have to do anything mean to each other. We don't have to try and rope or hurt each other. It's just, you know, it's done. It's done. Now we go about doing our own thing, right? I gotta go and find out what the rules were for that, because I'm pretty sure I can have like a little bit, but he was pretty funny, right? Here we go. Alright, we will continue on with the Bob Ross, just for you, Kiva. I won't have it on there for like longer than a second though. I have to see when he says we have happy little trees. See, Alyson Crimson, he's adding a real nice sunset there. You see how soft his voice is? Isn't he like the original of ASMR? See, I'm pretty sure we can do that, and we can not get into any trouble for that, because that is like a moment. You get put into a Bob Ross simulation that you can't escape. Oh man, I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. Yeah, you will be assimilated with Bob Ross. If you cannot get along, you will be assimilated with Bob Ross, so that you will forever think about happy little trees. And Bounty knows exactly what I'm talking about when I say happy little trees. I think he has a quote about magic trees or something like that. Oh man, we're here to have fun. We're here to laugh. We're not, when we're in a solo lobby, we don't need the help of anybody to deliver. So when we're looking for people to add to our posse, there's a couple things that would recommend you for our posse. That is, if you come into the channel, you make and form relationships with the people in the channel, get to know them. You don't have to know their personal life, but it would be nice to know a little bit about them. Know your moderators, know their sense of humor, and just hang out, right? That's what you do when you want to be part of something. If you come in the very first day you see it, and want to be at the position of being in the posse, that is a very unlikely expectation. It's a zero likely end result was positive. Because we don't need posse members, if that makes any sense. We want channel members that come in. Strike 2 sometime out with Bob Ross video. And the whole channel will hate you because they all have to experience Bob Ross at the same time. But see, if you run it back, where was that in the video? It was really funny because in the beginning of the video, it's his welcome, right? So I'm going to leave it sitting there because it's just too fun. Anybody comes along, we're going to Bob Ross. There we go. Back, in we go. So, what do we have to do still? We got a lot for the dailies. A lot of people think it's really fun if you have a real great smash 'em up. Everybody's dying, and we gotta cook some mutton and cook seasoned crustacean. All right, let's get to camp to do that. Can we do it from here? I know Owl loves Bob Ross. She won't be bothered by the timeouts at all. Me neither. I could watch Bob Ross all day long. His voice is so quiet, so calming. That's why I say, like, he's got to be like the original ASMR, don't you think? Alright, here we go. I already have that, but we need to make up some cooked seasoned. Was it seasoned crustacean? Let's take a look at that again. Whoops, not that, but this. Oh, it was under general. That's what I was thinking. So cooked seasoned crustacean, cooked seasoned mutton, both of them, okay. Cooking it is. I find the same, and I've even done a couple of his. Like, I love his sunsets. He just makes it look so easy, but he's using oils. And I'll tell you, if you have allergies, oils can be really hard. It's not the oil paint, it's the paint thinner and the cleanup and cleaning your brushes. Oh, they can be so hard. So we need the crustacean. Do we have it here? Let's go with that. Let's do 3 of them. There we go. Sugar Bear's not hiding out, or not hanging out with us. Alright, and the other one was mutton, wasn't it? There we go. It is. That's why I switched to acrylics. I mean, I wanted to say that I knew how to do it because it's the ultimate, right, to paint in oils. But even with a base, you can do an acrylic base for oils, so even with that. Strike 3 is when we're going to have to rename. I'll learn how to do that. But we'll rename one of the bots to Bob Ross. Because who can be mad at Bob Ross, right? Let's make up some of those too. we were going to try and make some horse meal, but, oh, we're missing the beets. Let's travel. Let's travel on over to Blackwater. It's probably very close to here, isn't it? Let's do that. Yeah, it's close enough. Eventually we'll get there. So beets we need to make up some of that horse meal. Then one thing that you can get, like, if you want to paint, one of the things that oils do that acrylics don't. Oh, that's awesome! Like I love that. I got a Bob Ross. What was it? Oh, I was going to get a Bob Ross chia pet because I thought that was pretty funny. The grow the hair out, but yeah, I like anything Bob Ross. I really do. All right, no collectibles here, so we're gonna head over and get our beets. Let's run down Main Street and just check. There's sometimes a card and collectible here, but not today. There is not today. Let's look over here then. I know we're all the usual. No vibration. So if those all strike out, sometimes there's one down here. Right along here. And I'm not feeling anything for that either. So that's a whole lot of striking out there. Oh, we got it. Here we go. One card, 2 of swords. Yeah, I'm the same. I don't think about him in, I want to go and watch all the time, but if I turn it on, which I've done before, I've turned it on, even in the living room, I've had a YouTube video of Bob Ross, and I just don't turn it off, because his voice is just so soothing, it just makes you feel like you could just curl up, like, do you know who else had, and now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of the old commentators did. He does. He really likes those treats. Do you remember the Friendly Giant? He had one of those voices too that was very, as they say, ASMR. Beats, there we go. As I'm thinking back, so many do. Alright, a few carrots. You can never have too many. Make a stew with your celery, gotta have it. I could go pick the apples. Oh, do you know where the free apples are in Braithwaite there? I've never had anybody show me, and that would be one of the things I'd love to see. There's a thing, like, if a person was in, yeah, look way up, and I'll call Rusty. He just had that really soft voice, for a guy. He wasn't like, oh, you know what I mean. Alright, we're gonna fast travel back to camp and make some of that up. Yeah. What was it? Casey's the one who freaked me out. He really bothered me because of the idea that he's supposed to be a little boy. I didn't know if it was a little boy or a little girl. I could never tell. But I was very aware that he was a hand puppet and he wasn't a little person. Oh, that must be nice, Kiva. To camp, that's where we're going. Alright, we can make up some of those. And then we have to go to Madame. I don't think I've collected enough, but I can go look her up. No, we're not going into it, don't worry. I was just looking at it for a reference. I have to make my collector's map and put it in there too, so. Alright, let's go make some of that horse meal. I really think you have a good idea of what I'm doing here. It's okay, Kiva. When I go and look at my very first paintings, most of them are like that because they already looked real and finished to me. One of the problems as an artist is sometimes our imagination finishes all the details for us. And I had a great deal of difficulty understanding what they were talking about. I got it. I got that it was done because I could see it, and then I learned. Kiva. No, I was going to look and putting in the Jane Rockke's collector's map, and I thought I can do that when I'm not online, right? Pokeroo and the polka dot door, I remember those. Do you know who I liked? And you know, it wasn't until later people really told me that there was a lot of religious connotation. But the Care Bears, do you remember the Care Bears? When they all got together and they did that Care Bear stare? I was like, I mean, I get it. It was a little bit creepy, but no, I liked them. I like the Care Bears. Like, I'm like, where are the Care Bears? Like the Care Bears could protect everybody from anything because they would all just join together and they all just cared. And if they cared, they could stop all the bad things from affecting their little group. That's how I feel. You know, people would make fun of that. They would laugh at that. But to me, that's what safety is about, right? You go someplace where you can be your authentic self and you don't feel like you have to pretend to be accepted. That's what this is about for me. Everybody can be what they are, and nobody gets to be mean to anybody else. Sounds like some utopian. Hey, Joker Bear, are you back? Are you coming to see us? Are you back? I can turn this on for you. Are you looking for treats? Because we have some. We do. You funny little cat, you. Here you go. All right, I get it. Are you coming up here? There are some right there. Come here, look. He's not so smart. It disappears from him. He's like, where? Come here, up here. Up here. Oh, you don't want to be under the bright lights. He says, I've had enough with fame. Watch, he's going to come up. He's not even going to get the one. Look at that. He says, I'll take one, but I'm not really... Well, he's taking it down. He doesn't like the lights. Let's turn that off. Sorry, buddy. He says, how could a kitty get some rest if they're constantly being bombarded with lights? All right, it's right here. There you go. You can have them. You don't have to jump up there. All right, she's done with making those. The sugar bear has had his treats. He's happy. I know what I was going to do. I was going to go and see about breaking down some others of those crustaceans just to see. We've got 11 left, so let's go in to materials. Let's break down any fish or crustaceans we need for. Let's do that. Break you down. And you too. It gives me Fairytale meat and I think it does. And the claw. But I'm only seeing the crustacean meat, so maybe not. Let's break down these guys. I think that might be all we have. There it is. All right. All right, what else do we have for daily to do here? Bowhead, catfish, player kills from cover in showdowns. That one's not going to happen. We can get the bullhead catfish. That's So head over to LeGras. Oh, I did find, I gotta change that. I did find, was it under? Alright, cheetah, was it under cheetah?
Good morning.
Alright, we need to go and fish for some bullfish, or bull... Where were those? It's not them, those guys are big alligators. We won't be wasting time on them. But where will we find the bull catfish? You know what, right here,
I
let's
saw
see.
you at a campfire yesterday.
Get sprayed in the face.
You got me? Someone will need to teach you a
Yeah,
lesson.
she's gonna spray me. We might as well get it over with. Here we go. Eek! Here we go.
All right, let's see what you've been doing. They tell me, you know? Oh, disgraceful. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, that was particularly unfriendly. But we got that out of the way. Now we can go fishing. Don't be too upset, Kiva, if we lose lots of people because we have the rules we have. Because the world lately is not a very friendly place, and it isn't very open to different ideas. And I said to my husband, and I'm very sure about this, there are right now two sides to the way people are. They are helpful and friendly, or they are demanding and self-centered. Those are the two types of people, and those are on the extremes. But not everybody's living in the extremes, right? They live around the center. So all it takes is telling a person that they can't have what they want. And a person who might normally seem like very, very friendly, healthy, happy, emotionally healthy, happy person, and as soon as they find out that they aren't going to get what they want, they can become the other side. So they can slip back and forth. And one of the things about yin and yang is that it suggests that we are neither good nor evil, but there is a little bit of both in everybody. So when you're doing card reading, there's a thing called shadow work, and what it is you have to look at your own darkness. Look at the problems that you have inside your own self, because first off, if a person's a narcissist, when they are accusing you of something, it is actually a confession. Because the narcissist accuses you of doing the things that they themselves are doing. But if a person comes in and always says, oh, I'm sorry, or oh, I didn't mean to do that, or apologizes, or always points out and obviously shows that they're fully aware of the things that they're doing, that it might have caused discomfort for someone, that person isn't a narcissist. They're on the other extreme. They're apologizing for their existence, which is also not necessary. Right? But there's both of those extremes, so I think that if we're really lucky, we get the people that aren't extremely nice, because extremely nice people can be so easily taken advantage of. We're somewhere in the middle, floating towards the nice side. We sometimes have our little barbed sense of humor that we come out with, but when you really do your shadow work, you find out about that, and that was my challenge is I was fully capable of being the most rude, evil, sarcastic person out there. But what I realized is, Jeez, he's scared. I didn't see him. Forrest, you're going right back towards him. What is wrong with you? Are you an idiot? That you're running towards him? There's nothing over there. Why are you going towards him? Alright, let's get this back so we don't have our You're not a very helpful horse. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. I'm not sure what you were talking about with the bird shooting contest. Scrolling back, but I'm not sure what I missed. Sometimes too, I'm just talking. I'm not talking about something that happened. I'm just talking about psychology in general. I go and even delete entire videos if I think that there's something in it that if people go back and look at it would be upset. We don't even have to justify our reasoning for doing things because obviously it's not a democracy. I mean, we want people to join up. We want people to be here of their free will. But we don't assume that everybody's going to have the same, what would you call it, the same. That's why there's so many different channels, right? Everybody has different ways of looking at stuff. No, you're just a one. Oh, the shooting contest, that's what you were talking about. Oh, man. And then I go and start killing stuff right away and then wonder why she's mad, right? See, at first when I was thinking about kidnapping somebody, I thought about kidnapping Harriet, and then I realized nobody would pay the ransom. Nobody would pay the ransom. Why kidnap Harriet? She manages to annoy everybody, even me, right? Like, I love that we have her role, because she gets, like, the naturalist role. I like the stuff that came with it, especially the garment sets. Well, I'm trying to figure out which one is the cheetah or jaguar, like what they called it in our emojis here. Let's pick some milkweed since we're right here. We try to be funny, we really do. We try to be funny, we try to be kind, we try not to make other people suffer for our sense of humor, we try not to. But you know what? We're all failing. That's the problem with humanity. We're all going to fail at times. There's no such thing as perfect good people or perfect bad people. The truth is that we are, some people can be 75% bad, but I think mostly it's more like everybody is like 60-40, right? And at any given day, one takes over, but everybody has it in them to be that, the 60-40 of good and evil. So that's the interesting thing about shadow work. That's where the cards work, because they understand what our basic psyches are like, and the people that we dislike are in there, the people that we don't want to be like are in there, all the archetypes are in there. Carl Jung, however you say his name, Jung, I think it is, spoke a lot about how the tarot was an incredible tool for psychology, but you could use it very effectively because everybody has those aspects of things in their life, and when you pull the cards out, there's always going to be something that speaks to you. And if you study quantum physics, you understand that there's some weird shit going on, really weird stuff, and that's why I'm really trying to really embrace understanding things, because I think that, here is my theory on life. We don't go through time. All of time exists. All choices exist. All of time is predetermined already. But it's not predetermined in the way that the religious people want to say. It means that all aspects of life have already been lived. And what if, instead of having this life, having that life we're having, is all the lives infinitely So when you say what they're seeing is the fourth dimension might exist in the particles themselves. So when they do the test, as they did, Schrodinger's test looked to see whether particles would behave like light or waves. I might have that wrong, but I think it's light or waves. And what they found is they expected them to behave one way, but the minute they were being observed, they behaved a different way. So what they began to really study is whether or not all decisions are inside those particles, not inside us. We make a decision, but the decisions have already been made, and all we do is follow along. Like right now I could make a decision to talk about something. In another existence of all the infinite existences, I don't have that conversation. So a whole different time opens up and an infinite number of them. Wouldn't that be the ultimate learning experience here? Where you don't just learn the good and the evil things in life, but you learn every possible thing, every possible choice. And instead of getting caught up in religions and saying my God's better than your God and all the rest of it, we all say we're just all here to learn. And the learning process happens with the good and the bad, so we always want everything to be perfect. We would like those to be more often, but if infinity is coming about, and the only thing that we have in infinity is these lives here that we live for this process, that would be to me, I know it's probably hard for a lot of people to even listen to that sort of stuff because they all want to believe that there is a God there that is going to rip them away. What I'm saying, if you're interested, is the fourth dimension. If you look it up, the fourth dimension is suggesting that the fourth dimension exists in particles. It's being studied in quantum physics, which is going to make a predetermined society. It means that no matter what you do, all good, all evil, everything has already been decided, and all you're deciding at this moment is which particular part of existence that you want to experience. Do you want to experience the good? It's like coming into the game, say. You come into the game and you say, I want to be, I want my honor to be very high. I'm going to choose, got that very nice. You choose that you want to come in and you want to play the game and be really friendly and supportive with people, then you've chosen good honor. What if it's the same way in life, is you get to choose your honor, but what if every choice that you make just breaks into a different timeline? Is my game audio too loud? Let's go take a look and see. Oh yeah, it's way too loud. There we go. That won't help because it won't tell me what you guys are hearing. Is that better? Let me know if that fixed it. Meanwhile, it's coffee time. Did that fix it, Kiva? Oh, okay. That makes sense. I just stomped that poor bird. I've done that before, where you have a perfect pelt and you're not paying attention and you come out of a screen and you hit the O and you smash the poor thing. Okay, so we've got these guys, but we don't have you, Mr. Alligator. Or your friend over there, or your friend over there, friend there. Who did we miss? Anybody needs, oh, there's some more coming. Stealthy little brats. So what I'm trying to say is that there is good and evil in every single one of us. Every single one of us. And the cards know it. Psychology knows it. It is my voice, yes. That's why I don't get excited when people say that it's a sexy voice. I'm almost 60 years old. You know, my to sexy left long ago. It's not even vaguely an interest. So it's sort of like somebody coming up and saying, wow, you are really blue. I go, why, thank you, I guess. I used to be told that I sound like Siri, but it isn't something I do on purpose. If I start yelling and screaming, you would see a different level to my voice, but this is my voice. This is not put on. I talk like this for 20 hours if I have to. When I start to laugh, you can see, or if I get excited, or I raise my voice like this, but generally I don't put a great deal of energy into speaking harshly, because in my ear I sound like it might be a spectrum-y thing. A lot of people said that people on the spectrum have monotonous voices, and I think coming from a musical family, I didn't want to have the monotonous voice, so I tried not to speak in a monotone, and this is kind of what you end up with, is an attempt not to do a monotone, but I'm almost 60. I will be 60. 60 years old. I am an old person, and I'm very proud of it. I've worked really, really hard. Did we put that perfect one on here? I think we did. Let's take a look. Yeah, we got the perfect one, so we can head back. And it does sound like whispering, because when you are scared that your voice is too loud, you tend to lower it, and that's not a sexy thing. That is a person who's a little bit shy and doesn't like their voice to be heard too well. So there's lots of things that you learn about people if you just, if you just take the time to sit and listen. There's, old people still think they're young. Thank you. Thanks, Kiva. That's why we had to do the original age reveal, because neither Kiva nor Bounty really believed at first that was my age. So we did a face reveal, because otherwise I would be way happier with the goofy Yoda face. I don't want my face out here. It's not that I'm shy of being seen. It's just I don't like being looked at or heard, I guess. I mean, how ironic that I'm sitting here doing a stream, but this isn't about me doing a stream. This is about me giving a safe place to people.
We're ready to go.
Yeah, I don't have to lie about it.
Supplies are running down fast. That's top notch.
Most people who stream are younger. Lots of people think that that's my age, but that isn't really a compliment, because if you really think about it, I have 30 years from the age of 30 that are full-on experience. I am so proud of having actually lived that. Women are less likely to think that my age is wrong, Kiva. It's usually guys who come in and think that they think that this is, I don't know what they think, but they don't think with their heads. Let me put it that way. Sometimes. I don't want to make a general statement, because it's not true in all cases. But men and women are designed differently, and that's just a reality. I was going to bring my wagon in here, too.
Supplies are looking healthy right now.
Yeah, Kiva's been watching. No, this game is for whoever wants to play it. This game, most of the people who are subscribed to my channel, believe it or not, are either under 21 or over 50. Yeah, and especially if you listen for a long time, Kiva, because when I'm sitting here and I'm talking, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? What am I doing? And when I'm thinking I'm alone, that's kind of what happens, is I sort of whisper in my head, and then I try really hard to project my voice, because a lot of people say they can't hear me. And what happens with that is I end up just losing my voice, because I'm on here for so long, so. But I think, though, that a lot of the times that this is not this is not meant as criticism. This is feedback. If you're interested,
In your own time.
most women or most people would rather you came along and complimented them for, like, here's the truth, okay? If a person came in and said, "Oh my God, I love your screen. I love what you've done. I love that little logo. You have me," because I'm like, "Oh, you get me. You understand." But if somebody comes in and says that my voice is sexy, or they say, "Oh, you look sexy," I don't take those as a compliment. Yeah. But like,
I don't want to rush you.
thanks for that, IS. That's what I wished it was like for everybody, that it was more about what people really are, and that we weren't all so damn scared to show ourselves, right? That's one of the things with being on the spectrum, is that the things that make me, that lend towards my autism, are also the things that give me my greatest, like my paintings. Like, I went and deleted all that because I'm going to add it back in. It really did make a difference too. I'm not having dropped frames since I did that. So anytime I add anything that's a really resource hog, but we are going to be fixing that. It is going to be fixed. Actually fairly soon, not too long from now. But yeah, I mean, being autistic, you have a chance of having perfect pitch for your voice. You have a chance of being extremely creative, extremely logical. Oh, you're close. My goodness, that's going to be a nice, easy delivery when we get the deer. Did I just run right past the deer too? I'm so clueless with this right now. All right, I see a track. What's the track for? A rabbit, not a deer. Okay, we're good. What's this one? Is this the deer that I missed earlier? No, that's a rabbit too. So we need a deer. We need one deer. But yeah, when people come along and tell me, "Oh my God, I saw what you're painting," or "I saw this," and "Oh, you're when I say, "Wow, you're talented," I'm complimented because it's a thing that I did. But if you say a person, "Oh, you're so this," or "You're so that," and it's a thing you're born with, it doesn't mean a lot to me, because does that mean that's a bug, but it's not the right one? I need a deer. Dear, where are you? I mean, it doesn't hurt if a person's voice is easier to listen to, but I wouldn't want it. You guys are all going to be pronghorns, aren't you? Fox, pronghorn. Is that the deer there? No. All right, where are you, deer? I know you're here someplace. If anybody who plays this game is pretty either way, because if all we really are is the minds, and that's what I believe we are, I don't really believe that we are bodies. I believe that bodies are just a manifestation, so that we have something to experience pain and pain, pleasure, whatever, food. We get to exist in a body, but I don't really believe that. I believe that this physical is just a game, that it's not real. I believe that we are somewhere inside. Those are horses. Where the blazes is my deer hiding? Everything but them. At least my camp's nice and close. Oh man, any other time you wanna try and not see a deer, it would be impossible. But if you have to get one for Gus, or for the trader, they just go on vacation. It's like Bob Ross. Did you guys know that Bob Ross was in the military before he painted, that he served? I mean, I was so impressed with that because, there's a guy who's made a choice. I don't know where he served. I'll go look that up because that might make a difference. I don't need a crow. I need a deer. Good grief. But what if real life is just exactly this, just a game? And, we get to pick certain aspects of it, but not all of them. And then when you're gone, the game's just, it just restarts to another game. Like, can you imagine if everybody just thought about that and everybody didn't take it all so seriously? And they just said, let's just enjoy this. Another pronghorn. Good grief. Let's run over here. A pig. Everything but a deer. Oh, is that going to be a deer over there? Please, please be a deer. Wow. That took a moment. Luckily, I do have a thing called voice mod, and yeah, I can make myself sound like a chipmunk, and that was fun. One time I was in the trade route, and these guys were roping and just really just destroying the whole trade route. So I put the voice mod on, and I said things like, "You will be punished for your bad behavior," something like that. Not the chipmunks, but it was like Satan's voice or something like that. Oh man, that they didn't appreciate that at all. I had the mods. It was in the PC, and I had the mods like disconnecting me for like the next, I think, a whole day after that. They were so mad at me. Because like when people are trying to take over something, oh, take the deer to him, silly girl. Yeah, if you want to learn English, what I would suggest is to watch a lot of movies. I'm not here to help anybody with their English. It's not what happens. That's not what we do. There's very little talking in this game. You may have noticed. Very few people talk, and I don't actually, when I'm doing my streams, let's see, can we do a shortcut? No, let's try this. This is stupid, but I'm going to try it just to see if it can be done. Oh my god, I did it. I did not think that was going to work. That was going to be a Kiva moment, but look at how short our delivery was. I've been a teacher. I used to teach back when people were learning HTML, when you actually had to go in and actually put the code in yourself. That's the course that I used to teach, HTML. And that's what I like to teach. I'm not here to teach anybody how to play this game. If they join here, though, they can always.
Dots are looking good.
Let's see. Turn those in. That's exactly it. I'm a gamer, not a teacher. If you want to learn how to speak English, I recommend some really good movies that you could watch. Oh, best movie, Dead Poets Society. Go and rent that if you really want a good movie to watch. If you like this one is not, he's not a comedian in this. Robin Williams. One of the best movies I ever watched was The Dead Poets Society. But yeah, that's anybody that anybody who's ever asked me how to learn English, that's what I've said. A friend of mine moved from Taiwan many, many years ago. One second. See, I'll tell you what. When Kiva is in the stream with us, we will then invite whoever she would like to invite into the posse on that day. So we'll make it Kiva's choice. If she wants to invite people in, we'll invite people in. But for me, I got such a good group of people that we hang out with. To me, here's the deal. People have to show to me why. What do you bring to the channel that we would want to have? Kiva brings all kinds of stuff to this channel. We call it effervescence. She's bubbly, she's, you know. And I called Kiva a guy for the first day, at least day or two that she was in here. Because I made an assumption, and, you know, I remember, this is off The Odd Couple. There was this thing where he says, assume. When you assume, and he wrote the word assume on a blackboard. Oh, I wish I had the ability to do this visually. Assume. You take a line and put a line between the A and the first S of assume. So you have a, and then, or no, ASS makes the first word for assume. Then there's the U, followed with a slash, and then ME. So if you assume, you make an ass of you and me. I like that. Okay, I over-explained that, but I try not to assume, but I do. And when I assume, more often than not, I have regrets. Luckily, Kiva could laugh about it. She did, because I don't treat people necessarily much differently, but, you know, my assumption is people who are playing these games are guys, which is why if a person came along and they thought that I had some sort of voice, oh God, can I do it? I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this. I have a voice modifier on here. Let's see if it's still on here. Not there. We have to go to the main. Okay, how do I do that? Go to there, or minimize that. Hey, Stoner Girl, good to see ya. So I'm working on, have I found any other collectibles? I really want to create a little bit of content. And what I want to do is make up a... Yeah, he doesn't like the light though. He has explained that he would prefer that we leave the lights out. It's very hard for him to snooze under the bright lights. I swear, he really did. Oh, so we're not on the PC right now, we're on the PS4. So we're trying to see where Madam is, but what we want to do is if I get a posse together, it would be a group of people who would actually like doing role-playing, and we would see somebody was asking me what these red marks are. These are where some of like Agarita can be. Agarita can be down here. It's the hardest flower for me to find on all the collectibles, so that's why I have those markers. This one over here though just marks where's the sunken treasure is, and that's where you can get the green iguanas and the Cuban land crabs. So a lot of people don't know about that, so I keep that marked there in case people are asking where it's at. But okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to see if anybody can see where Madam is here yet. If she's not showing up, I'm going to go look her up. Alright, I must not have gotten my 3 in yet. Alright, so here we go. We are looking up Madam on the page here. Let's put it in here. You know what? I'm going to put it in here. We're going to add it. I deleted so much of this because all of the stuff that was in the background was just such a mess. And this poor little thing, it was just chugging to a halt. Alright, so we're going to open that up. We can get rid of this. Bob Ross is gone. You'll be happy to know Bob Ross has got his own little timeout. Alright, so we are looking for Jean Robke. There you are, girl. There you are. Okay, where's Madam at? So that's open there. So if I go here, there we go there. I think that's going to still bring it up, isn't it? There we go. So if I go now, there, we now have the map up. So if we go in here and we pull up, so this is Jean Robke's map. And a lot of the collectors, they say, I don't know what the collecting is about. I don't like it. Why am I doing it? This is what the collectors is about right here. Okay, so I go in here. I want to know where Madam is. I type in Madam. And then everything else filters out. And she is way down on the tip right there. So we zoom in and we can see exactly where she is. So she is right in that little square above the G. So then while I have that open, I go and I look at my own map. And we zoom this in. And she is right about there. Alright, so now we can fast travel over there. And we are back to the regular screen. I gotta go see if I can get some of the sunglasses, because normally I didn't buy them. I didn't... What's close? Tumbleweed close there, I think. Let's see. Let's look again. Okay, so we are headed down to Armadillo. That's where we're going. Alright, here we go. Fast travel to Armageddon. Or no. Sorry. Armadillo, not Armageddon. So you had a question. Go ahead. What was your question there? IS. I think what people look like and how people respond to what they look like is probably genetically coded into your DNA, and you don't have any choice whatsoever as to who you like and don't like. Yeah, we already know about pheromones, and I think that visually there's not much difference. I think people are attracted to something predetermined that's in their genetics. I like Harriet. I think both Harriet and Madame are sassy ladies that I quite like. There's Madame. So we gotta see if Madame has any... Oh, she's dancing for us again. Let's watch her dance. I like when she dances. See, I would love to do a video where she gets kidnapped, and she's kidnapped by an alien flying saucer. Alright, so let's deal with Madame. Let's see if she's got some sunglasses for us. Pick up some maps while we're here.
Welcome then, and happy hunting.
Coins.
I know you will be lucky with this. Good luck then. I'm sure this will be a most productive partnership.
Let's grab some of these too.
Done.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people
All right.
have completely different tastes.
Aha.
There we go.
Done.
That's the currants we needed. Now we can make up some more of our most delicious horse meal, most appreciated delicious horse meal.
All right.
Alright, so now we need to find the glasses. This is what we're here for. So we need sunglasses. We might not be able to get it with these. That might have been all the eyes. I think this is the one that Silas, or not Silas, or Bounty was talking about. I think, is it this one or is it the other one that he wants? Is it this one or this one? Oh, they're different prices. Look at that. I did not know. This is my favorite. Oh no, I'm in Canada and on the West Coast. I don't, it's no secret. Nobody really, nobody cares. Where are you from, IS? So I can't get those glasses from her. It must be, where are those sunglasses from? I mean, I'll make sure I have all of these. I think he asked where I'm from, and I said that I'm from Canada and the West Coast.
Somewhere else, you cannot.
Where are you from? Wisconsin. Nice. Wow. There is a thing about Wisconsin. We do seem to have a fair number of people in here from Wisconsin. I'm really... Thanks, Kiva. All right, let's go back and find those glasses, make sure we have all of them. Glasses, glasses, glasses. What's with the... Oh, it can't go on this suit, that's why. Here we go. Do I have all of these? I only have one of these. Should I get all of them? Some have a red tinge in them. But we should wait until they're on sale. Brass spectacles. These are my favorite. These black ones here. But those have a little bit more of a tint in them. Does nothing have... That has a bit more tint. But that's not, certainly not a Men in Black sort of a tint. Okay, I think what we'd have to do for our Men in Black, maybe they have to have these. No, none of these have a total black. That would work though, wouldn't it? Nothing's completely... Wow. It's true, isn't it? We've had 3 people in from Wisconsin and all so far have been very good people. Well, that's frustrating. I thought we were going to get ourselves a nice pair of glasses. But you know where we can get glasses that might have a little bit of that sun in there? Let's fast travel back to camp.
Well.
See, now here's an interesting thing. One of the things about psychology that they teach you is how much you can tell. When a person asks a question, do you know that you tell other people way more about yourself than you'll ever get back from the answer? I just wondered if people know that. I think there's glasses in here. Glasses, glasses, glasses. So eyewear, let's see what we have. Okay, I think these ones you can get some that are darkened up a little bit. So these are the Kennewick. So I might have to go and buy those outfits to get that. So let's fast travel over to, I think they have them in Blackwater. Yeah, I can go buy outfits in Blackwater, I think. I think. Let's go check. Let's go check. Does anybody know for sure where their origins are? Like, what's the basis behind your question? Why are you asking where people are from? Because there is no racism allowed in here, so determining where a person's from would be the only reason for asking the question. If I casually were to mention my background, that's one thing, but for people to come and ask where you originally come from, why does it matter? If you want to tell me where you're originally from, that's completely your choice. But remember the privacy rules in here. I don't let people ask someone. If someone were in here and I knew that they were young, and somebody asked me where they were from or anything like that, I would say, nah, don't get to do that. All right, we are heading to camp. We have in Canada, the difference between Canada and the United States when we were growing up in school is they told us that Canada is a mosaic and the United States is a melting pot. What they meant by it is that when you come to Canada, everybody could come and they could bring their traditions and their values as long as they were willing to be productive members of society, I guess, until they were old, and then everybody would pretty much be looked after. So, and as much as I say there's no discrimination here, as long as you have human beings, you have discrimination. I don't agree with it, but it is a reality. So I don't ask people to tell me what their race is here. I don't ask for them to tell me what their origins are, because too many people would be more inclined to use that for a negative reason. Exactly. Thank you, Kiva. That's one of the first rules. I think it's in our rules. Did we put that? Let's go take a look. I might manage to remember to add that. Questions are welcome. Be civil and respectful. One of the respectful things is not to ask people personal questions. That's what respectful would be meaning. What were we gonna? Oh, we were gonna look at the. Oh, I went to Blackwater and then I didn't do what I needed to do there. Back we go. I'm really appreciating seeing a lot of the help that Canadians and many European countries are giving towards helping people who are being put out of their homes in Ukraine right now. Oops, let's just go back in here before we do the same thing. Back we go. I need to get those glasses, and they are in here.
Hello, welcome.
Let's see. I think that I don't have all of these, or I'd have more sets of sunglasses if I did. So special outfits. Oh, it won't be this one. It's going to be in roll outfits. I wonder if I can do that here. Let's go back. I'm very glad that Canada is in such a place that they're able to help people. I'm not sure that that's going to be the future. I think that we're going to see some... Okay, so we can't do it there. Where can I do... I think I have to go to workwear and trades. And we want the naturalist. So a lot of people won't be able to get these glasses because they don't like this particular...
Please peruse at your leisure. I carry only
I have them
the
all, so, and I only have 2 sets of those glasses, so that's interesting. All right, let's go back in here. That means all those glasses are in there. Canada has been, I was going to change my outfit, so let's run in here.
It'll be right here waiting for you.
Canada has helped Korea. They have helped. All right, glasses. I only have the 2 pair. So that comes with that outfit. There's no sunglasses in here. That's so sad. Alright, we'll put those on. I like the black ones better though. They just don't have anything put in there. Alright, good enough. But yeah, this is Dutch's outfit, right? So I think it's kind of cool. If everybody could wear Dutch's outfit, they would be the men in black. Because they always have a plan. How's that? Hurry for our dailies. What does the bounty need? Bounties completed in 1 world hour, and I think I can do these here. I gotta try this. It doesn't take me out of the session. Let's try it. Let's try it. If it bounces out of the session, we will learn. No, we're good still. All right. Good to know. See what we were supposed to do there for the daily with the bounty. Lassoed. There we go. We have to do in one real world hour. Alright, here we go. If I remember correctly though, she's going to be surrounded by quite a few people, so we'll get ready to shoot her too. There we go. Thanks for letting me know, Kiva. I never know. Sometimes it goes and resets itself. The magical... Oh! Just for you, Kiva. Don't look away, don't look away. Oh, poor horse. The horse took the worst of that. Where's my... There it is. You deserve a little treat after I ran into that. There we go. Now we head there. Alright. We're close enough that we got our timers, so that's good. Alright, just go like hell now. Rope this person. Run for it.
I'm out of here.
Good try there, buddy. But we knew it was you. By the way, you two fools, you. Alright.
Please, God.
Alright, jump off there.
Oh, damn it.
Go ahead. Jump up. Do that. Tell you what, then we'll shoot your friend here. Health and back up.
Oh, hell no.
Alright, should we call in our bounty wagon? Is it worth doing this?
Hope you're ready to die. Y'all some damn...
Let's loot ya. You gotta like it. That's the skill I have. Running into things.
You
Trees, rocks, doesn't really matter. I'm good with it all. Face planting is my specialty. Alright, so let's go and loot these guys. I appreciate when you guys give me the feedback and I know that it's too loud. Because I honestly don't always go and listen to it. Oh, a perfect possum pelt. Alright, we have looted from non-player enemies. I thought I'd looted lots, but I guess I hadn't really. Alright, back we go. Let's take her in. Settle down, settle down. You, mangy carcass, we're taking you to the law. Put my gun out there so if I have to smack him, he'll be knocked out. Oh, she's just stomping and trampling everything today.
Come on.
Now we're going to Strawberry. We should have gone to Blackwater. It's way easier. Should we still do it? It might be better. Let's do it. I hit the trees here and I'm into so much trouble with this. And Blackwater's right up around the corner here, so. Jump. They didn't get me that time. Yeah, Blackwater's right over here and there's a lot less hassles getting into Blackwater.
Ah, hell.
Yeah, it's really hard. I've been watching a lot of interesting videos about what's under the Sahara Desert. You know, they have fish fossils. The Sahara Desert was one big ocean at one point. Or not, I don't know if it was an ocean or a sea, but
Ah, hell.
come on. Blackwater, where are we? Are we there yet?
I'll find you.
There we go. Switched over. It took a moment though.
Come on.
We do actually have a lot of a huge Ukrainian community here. Alright, so we're going to just drop him and we're going
You
to
burn
just
in
let the
hell!
time run. What can we do while we wait? Let's see.
Hey, out of the way.
Can go look in here, see what's going on back here. No collectibles there.
Ma'am?
Now, I don't think he has glasses here, does he? Can we even go into him? No.
Looking
Can
for
we?
a tram?
Yeah, we can. I can do this while we're waiting. I need to change my appearance. I need some help. What do we need to do? New hair? What do you think, Kiva? Should we go back with our... I like the side plate, but some of them are just so... The one I usually like, I think that the neat plate, is that the one that I started out with? Or I had the loose plate, that's right. Sometimes these are on sale and you can get them all for free. Mine isn't there. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No, that's not me. But when I didn't have gold, that would have been me. But where is the one? I'm trying to find the long... There it is. Long tide waves. Okay. No, I think we'll stick with the black.
Cowpoke in here a few weeks back. Had to trim bugs out of
How does the
his hair
voice sound
and
like
beard.
like
Ugh,
Ukraine? Like
disgusting.
I totally lack the ability to even answer that, so I will just say, no comment. How's that? No comment. Sorry, horse, I went this way and you went that way.
Dear God! Miss?
There is no collectible here. That was just a vibration there. That's what I'm saying. If I'm from Canada, I'm not going to waste my time anymore with any of the questions because I just don't understand the rationality behind the question. If you're wanting to offer where you're from, that's your choice, but asking other people anything to do with their nationality is just racism.
How them coins look for your
That's all I could say. It's racism. Makes me wish I was Ukrainian so I could, you know, claim it. Okay, so we have to do a second one here. But what my nationality is, oh, we gotta go and do it someplace else. What my nationality is nobody else's business. Let's see, we can do that. This one won't take us off too, if I remember correctly. Alright. Where are we heading to? Let's go get these. Jake, or Mr. Jacob Sullivan. Alright, so you're over in Downs Ranch, so we gotta get across the water somehow. I do believe we can head over here for the shortcut. Horse, you're really getting excited. Oh, Sugar Bear, you're having a nice sleep. You look so very peaceful. Let's head down here. Will that do it? I think we can get across here. There we go. Up the hill you go. There you go. This is why we vet people in here before we invite them to play. Get a good chance to see a person, see what they say, what they think, how they express themselves, and don't don't go into making a mistake if it's not the right fit. People aren't wrong, they just either fit with a group or they don't. Yeah, we've asked you several times now not to ask questions about people's ethnicity. One of the very top rules in our rules is no racism. So part of racism is asking what a person's race is. What would the whole point be? What does it matter? We aren't asking you. You're welcome here regardless of race. So if you continue to focus on it, you have some sort of issue with it, which means you're not going to be welcome here. So make a choice, you know. You have the power in your hands to be welcome and be kind and, you know, volunteer something, you know, that's interesting. Start a conversation about something that other people might find interesting. We don't care about racism other than to say it's not going to be tolerated here. So, any more questions about a person's ethnicity will be your next kick, and it will be the end. We don't give 3 strikes here, in my opinion. When people are told what the rules are and they break them, I am a 0 tolerance person, because all you're really trying to do is just see how far you can go. And I don't have any time, any patience for people who are trying to see what they can get away with. That's children do that, right? That's like not even high school. That's more like middle school kind of behavior when you try to push the teacher to see if you can get them to do this or that. No, you don't get to do that. Behave yourself. If you want to be here, show that you're a valuable and wanted part of our community. Otherwise, you aren't. Yeah, I'm not wasting any more time explaining. Like, you know how you say about the caps thing? People already know that. They've been in these streams for too long, so when they're doing that stuff, they're trying to see where your lines are for your tolerance, and mine are 0. Because I'm not trying to build, what do they call it? I'm not an idiot whisperer. If people want to be the way they are, then they should go where they'd be welcome. They're just not welcome here, that's all. Alright, so we need to get that. Oh, they're coming in on that side. Let's get ready, because this is going to be a roping. We need to get that up. Did you already leave? Maybe you've been and gone already. Did I miss it? Kill or capture? So she must have showed up already. And I missed it in the shooting. She's probably halfway to tuck now. Nope, she's coming in from that side. Alright, we saw the flash. Run, pony, run. Don't let her get away. There she is. Just a bit of a heads up to Kiva. There's usually, when you have a problem with someone in the channel, there's very often a streak of it, because sometimes there's people try to get back at you, and they either themselves come in under a different name, or they have their friends come in. So I'm kind of paying attention, looking for that. We're gonna fall here. Oh my god, this is gonna be spectacular. But they are down here, and I think they're gonna get away, because I'm not going to pay any attention to what's being chatted about right now when I'm doing these things. People who are trying to do that will just remove them, because when they're demanding and think that you should drop everything to answer their questions, that's the entitlement thing we were talking about. So that's the behavior that I watch for as well. If you come to a channel and you want to be part of a channel, you don't get bossy, you don't yell, you don't use caps. You come in and you try to be part of the channel. So, where are you going there, buddy? Where are you going? I don't see where you're at. Up there, okay. Up there. We are going to have a lot of time. This guy is going lickety-split. left it there. I hate when I start one of these bounties and I have a waypoint marked, because it usually means you're going to have to decipher through what they are. Okay, so you're down this way, right? Yes, you are. And you're gumbooting it, that's for sure. But at least we can take them to wherever we end up to deliver them. If we get them, there you are, right up ahead, and we need to use a rope. So we are going to catch you. Alright, you're right in front of me there. Alright. Go, go, go. Hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up. Before they get away. Before they get away. Hurry up. Here we are. Close enough to now rope you off there. And you will not be getting away so fast now.
Somebody help!
Hey, Six Dogs. How you doing?
Damn it all!
Alright, you get up and let me do this properly. There we go.
Get these damn ropes off!
I don't think so. I think you look good in ropes there.
Who do you think you are? Tie me up!
Alright, so we got some time to get you back in. Where's our closest? Let's see, Rhodes is right there, so that should be easy enough.
Help! Help!
I like Rhodes. Quiet, laid back. Here we go.
You ain't getting away with this!
We are in the gully. Let's see. Off we go. Quick, quick, quick. There you go. Oh, and they're coming after me. Alright, we should probably stop and kill these guys, because they want to kill me badly. Horse, why are you going in the other direction? You have to be skilled. Alright, let's health back up here. Let's see if we can get back on that road. I'm on the wrong side of the road, apparently. Alright, up here, up we go, up we go. No trees had to die in the making of this film. Yoda, on the other hand, she died, and she died, and she died. The trees, however, they're doing just fine. Whoops, I don't know what I ran over, but it wasn't good for either of us. Let's just run along the tracks until we're a little closer. Lose that guy on my tail. One of the things that I find interesting is when people have nothing to say about quality or anything else about you as a human, but reduce you to a sex object by saying that your voice is sexy, because that's all it does. It just reduces you to a sex object. And a lot of people don't understand that that is not something that women want. It is something that people do to minimize the value of someone else, is reduce them. It's the same as if a person turns around and calls someone a whore. It's to reduce them from what they really are. They're a full-fledged human being. But if you call them something that's a sex object, people will reduce their value. Thank you for finally dealing with him. I don't have an awful lot of patience for that, so. We've got a couple minutes to bring him in.
Damn it all to hell!
That's why you could tell from everything that was happening there. You could see what it was building up to. I know within seconds when a person talks, but you know, you don't want to pounce on them. You want to give them a chance. But yeah, when people show you who they are, believe them. That's all I can say. Welcome back, Bounty. So we got 2 done in 1 world hour. Look at how high though they're paying. That was like 0.42 for that delivery. That's higher than unusual, isn't it? I mean, I waited it out. It was hard, but sometimes I just go, what? That was pretty good.
Hello, you look hungry.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you see why I didn't invite him. Do you see how long it would have taken before he was mad because we wouldn't bring him into our stream? And you don't get to be mad when a person doesn't want to share their goods with you. You are supposed to be thankful that they would share your goods with you, demanding it. I already knew at that point that he wasn't going to be part of our stream or part of anything here. I went to sell this one. But I give people enough rope to hang themselves, and I'm going to put that as a new, what do you call it? You need enough rope just to hang yourselves. That's what I'm going to say. But I don't want to do that because that can be taken the wrong way. A lot of people could take that as idealism of suicide idealization, so I won't put that out there. But that's my statement is, if you give people enough rope, they usually hang themselves. And that's why they sit in channel and they have to show that they're going to be a willing part of the group without demanding attention for themselves, without belittling anybody else. There is no good point or reason to ask a person what their race is or where their origins are from. Unless, of course, you're, an archaeologist or you're a geneticist and you're studying the genome. How's that? So that was going to be my question the next time somebody says, where do you come from? I'm going to say, why are you plotting the migration of the genetic origins? But I'm not wasting my intelligence on people who really obviously are just racist. I have no interest in knowing them. Anybody who follows the rules and is respectful is welcome. I would say anyone, but the truth of it is most people who, what happens when one person in the community who is a very, very narcissistic, loud, aggressive person, whenever you get a person who demands that their voice be heard, they usually will make a big bunch of noise when they're not allowed. Like, you know how a baby throws a tantrum? That's what we expected. Oh, I don't mind seeing the comments. I need to know what people say, because I would have deleted him the minute he wouldn't explain why he was asking, why he needed to know what race I was. At that point, you apologize when you're in a group of civilized human beings. If you've crossed the line, you apologize and you say, I'm sorry, sometimes my English isn't right, but there was no mistaking, that sort of thing. Pretending that he's from another country and that he doesn't have his English, so I should help him learn his English. Oh my God, like I got nothing better than to grow little people up into bigger jerks, right? You're a little jerk now, you'll be a bigger jerk later. I don't need to grow you up. You already got your path set in stone. There is a saying, when people show you who they are, believe them. Don't wait for a long time. They don't have to swear, they don't have to say things. If they're making other people uncomfortable, remove them. We are not a democracy here. That's one of the things that people are very confused about. We aren't voted in. This is my channel, right? It's not a democracy. People can follow the rules or they're removed. That's it. And when they start showing that they can't follow the rules, I would rather sit in here with Kiva, just the two of us in silence, than having somebody spout their stupidity and everybody have to be subjected to it. So I kick first, ask questions later. You can always apologize if you kick a person and they were just doing something, but then they'll understand that there's no tolerance. I've gotten to be fairly thick-skinned over time, but that's the reason we create this, is so that we have safety. This is why we have a solo lobby. You see this? This is so that we don't have to deal with that person out in the mainstream. They pretend to be nice, and then just like the person that was removed from the channel, the minute they have a chance, they try to do something that they know is unpleasant for you. They try to do that to you after you've helped them. That's no different than that person there. I see them all clearly the minute they walk in. I knew that person was going to be a problem. I knew this person was going to be a problem because they tell you. Their questions tell you. Their focus tells you. Ooh, what did I stomp on there? Is he worth picking up? Sometimes they are. I'm going to go out and have some time in my favorite little spot. Yeah, there is no, there was a saying once, or a little, not a parable, I don't know what you would call it, but this young boy, he insulted people and he said all sorts of horrible things, and a farmer took him to the backyard and gave him a hammer, and he said, so you've insulted and you said hurtful things to people, correct? And he says, I suppose, yeah. He says, all right. He said, but I said I'm sorry. And he says, okay, well, here you go. Take this hammer and hammer in a nail for everyone that you have ever hurt, or any harsh word that you've said to anyone, and I want you to hammer a nail into this fence. So the fellow got to hammering these nails into the fence, and pretty soon he had quite a few nails in this fence. He says, there you go, I've done it, I'm finished. He says, okay, now take the hammer and pull every one of those nails out. So the guy goes and has to pull every nail out, and by the time he's finished, he says, look at the wood. Is it the same as before you put those nails in? And the guy had to say, no, it is not. So it is not enough just to say you're sorry. The damage you do with the hurtful things you do or say leave holes in people that can never be replaced or fixed. So that's why we try and give a safe place for people. There's a lot of people that use lateral violence, and they try to pretend that they're very friendly, they're just being funny. That's why I was so clear on the sarcasm, because many will try to use that and say we're just having fun. No. This, again, Kiva, don't ever think I'm aiming this at you, because this isn't about you with this statement, not even close. People who use it They use it because it doesn't sound like an insult. You're making fun, right? You're telling a joke. It's not hurtful, but if the butt of the joke is a live, breathing human being, it's not sarcasm, it's abuse. And that's just my way of seeing it. Always will be my way of seeing it. People use different defense mechanisms to attack others, and that's passive aggressive. What is that over there? Is these those crazy people? It is. I don't know, it isn't. Can't be. The weirdos that have the... Eat a rat. Let's take a rat. We're going to get a mass of it because the person that we removed from here, I don't know if you noticed the day it was happening, we had 13 people in channel. So he knew what he was going to do, and he brought his friends along to watch. So I was paying attention to that. I don't pay attention to words, I pay attention to patterns. And we only have a certain number of people at any given time, and there were about 7 more than any given time that we've ever had. Right? And they didn't rejoin back in when we restarted, so that tells you something, right? But we're going to have lots of this, and this is why I'm streaming as long as I am, and why I'm giving no predetermined times, because we're going to work all this out. We'll figure out our rules, we'll figure out our tolerance level. And right now it's 0, because when you grow a group, you can't, there's no room for hypocrisy, because that will be what kills the channel. So you have to have everybody of a similar mind, not the same mind, but a similar mind. I'm not sure why I'm running along like this. We got that done. Where's our other dailies? Sometimes those things can be upsetting to me, but most of the time, that's exactly right, Kiva, when that starts to happen. And so I deleted that entire video, but I watched it very closely. And the reason I deleted it is because he wanted to point to his friends. Look at what I did, right? That's why I won't mention the name, and I don't want the name mentioned in here, because we will give no credibility to anybody. It's like copycat murderers. They want to get on, they want to be, you know, if you study forensics and you look at, you know, behavioral, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them out there. The way people behave, and there's no collectible there. Let's see you. That's a 1 point. You can't trick me. I knew you weren't dead. He did. I saw what he was doing there, and I actually said to him right at that moment, do not, I'd been telling him that all the way along, do not get in front of the wagon, because you can't possibly help. When you have 2 600 levels sitting in the front seat, do you honestly think we need a level 42 to come and sit in front of us? No, we can protect ourselves in a solo lobby. So all he was trying to do was disrupt it and wreck the delivery. So, you know, once we told him to basically get lost, and I'm pretty sure that Owl very quickly turned off her friendly fire, because when you have an unknown in your group, you immediately turn off friendly fire. I never turn on friendly fire because there's no time when I want anyone to rope me. So if they're in my posse and they rope me, I know that they're trying to get expelled from the posse. So in those moments, I will completely be supportive of their wishes, because we both have the same goal in mind. If you're going to be like that, Oh, yeah, he had removed himself immediately from our posses. That's another thing, because he knew what he was doing, and he knew that we were going to try and follow him. So, Owl's smart. This isn't her first rodeo. She knows. That's why the channel will say it, just a few people for a really, really long time. We've added one at a time. Silas is one of them. Voodoo's one of them. You can tell. You can tell who the people are that are going to be in your group. I can tell right from the beginning, because the ones who ask, can I be in your posse? You already know. They're not stupid. How many other posses have they already tried to do this with, and they've already been told this is a game to them. And if they can find someone stupid enough to let them in. The only reason that Eli was in with me is because he was in with me before I was doing the streams. And as soon as he found out that I was streaming, then he was much more aggressive. Let's see, let's go over here. Let's go over here. Oh, we're going to look and see what our dailies were still. What do we have still to do? We have lots on the naturalist, but let's see. Oh, grassland animals. Okay, I never do the pheromones one. That one's ridiculous. Doesn't make any difference. The only thing it did once when I used it was make 2 legendary animals show up. So we're looking for the grassland animals. Let's take a look in here. What are we missing? We're missing the sheep. So let's go up to... Let's travel up to the Moonshine Shack. Oh, you gotta get done what you gotta get done, Bounty. That's just the way it is. I went and checked in every posse and made sure that he was not in there anymore. Cleaning the fans. How's that good? There it is. That cat is just snoozing. As long as the lights aren't on, I'm going to check and make sure I have one of these going, and then we'll go look.
Ah, bonjour. You've been away on some time. So, what shall we create? There are things you could do to lower the price, huh?
Very good, Kiva. Very helpful. I probably don't have any blackberry to make this one. I might have to go with
I have some ideas.
this one here. Let's see, do we have... There it is. I'll look, but no, we can't do it.
Yes, this will work very nicely.
Very nicely.
Good news! We have some new clients.
Alright, let's go find ourselves a sheep, bighorn sheep, or the ram to take a sample of. They're usually up around here someplace. should change my dog to the husky for a while. Big guy. I usually let the little fellas go, but these big grizzlies, they're grouchy. Ooh, he's a 3-point. He's going to be good in the pot. You know, what's really funny in real life, I was in karate, and I was only when I was only at like the yellow stripe, I had to do kumite with a brown belt, and she met up with me afterwards, and she said, "Please don't ever, ever, ever fight with me again. You actually scare me." Because when I look at a person, when I have to logically do something, I don't think of them as a person. I look at them as the 3 spots that I have to hit them in to get there, to win. That's all you have to do in kumite. You have to strike them in 3 spots. And so I'm just cold. I settle down cold ice look in my eyes. And I just very calmly look at exactly where I'm going to hit them. I look at their body, see what their weaknesses are. You can tell by how someone moves what their weaknesses are. Oh, there's my little goat. Oh, I see you. You're a goat. Well, you know, you do your best to explain to people, but everybody's got to learn in their own time, right, how to do things. And usually it's just by experience. But I find a lot of times that people don't want to take women seriously. They act as if we're just suggesting things, whereas if a man said it to them with a tougher voice, you know, if I came in and said, if I yelled and said, "Get out of there or I'm going to smack you in the head," well, every man understands physical violence, but if you say, "If you don't leave, I'm going to remove myself from ever having anything to do with you," they're like, "Who cares?" But the truth of it is, there's this really incredible, I think I got you already, but I didn't. That's why I'm doing it. Where's the other one? Where are you going? I already got you, but I'm your friend. I have to get 3 of these. He's around someplace. I don't really have a lot of fear. Do you know, there's a saying, it goes, a brave man, or a coward dies many deaths. A brave man dies but once. Because I don't envision all the horrible things that might happen from me. If I see an injustice, I just light up. And I'm like, oh man, you are done. Because I can't stand that they've hurt people. I am so outraged, so offended. And so, if you get a group of people, like they were talking about Ukraine. Look at Ukraine. Aren't they more fierce fighters than the people who are invading? And I'm not going to put down any group of people because I don't see that there's a huge difference between those 2 groups of people. Location is all that's really going on there, and who benefits from what they're doing, right? There's always somebody who's benefiting. Okay, I need a ram as well here, so let's go and find him. And I'm not paying too close attention to the chat because I think that, like I said, when you have a problem with having to remove someone from a channel and then their cohorts all come in and play the same game, you give too much of your energy to them. So for me, I just watch, let them interact with you guys. You would be very scared in person if you saw me sit down, go into my karate stance, and just get this evil freaking look on my face because it's cold and it's calculated and it's like I need to hit you right here. If you arms, the way you hold your arms, I'm going to know that you have a weakness. You're not protecting your head. If you're not protecting the top of your head, you're going to get that. I mean, my sensei wanted me to go on and actually compete. But I have been to the Olympics. I've done things. I've gone and done stuff in my life. I don't need to get a great deal out of this. This is not a lot for me. This is about, I don't know, maybe it's about, you know, any fixed karma that I need to look after. Well, we didn't get any more of them. Don't eat the turkeys, but maybe, you know, I think we did these already. Did we make any of this horse meal? Let's make some. It's back there. Joe, let's see. Oh, there it is. We can make that up. You'd never have to be scared. By the time you knew what was happening, you would already be well beyond anything happening. I don't, like I say, I see stuff very quickly. You might notice that women rarely use the tactics of scaring each other. By the time a woman is struck, you're already bleeding out, right? Seriously, women are better snipers than they are hand-to-hand combat, so that's how women deal with stuff. You know, guys can say, oh, they're this or that. No, I don't have the strength to take on a full-grown bear. That's why I have a rifle, right? It isn't my intention for people to be scared, but it is my intention for people to respect the rules and the laws that we put in here. You know, about a year ago I said to my husband, there's going to be serious problems because America is based on an ideology of religion. And with what's happening, apologies from the Pope and them realizing what happened with residential schools and colonization and how the church leaders got used and co-opted into abusing small children, and then these same people in power were sexually molesting them. That sort of stuff, it was bound to create a chasm between the structured religions that exist. So I'm not anti-religion, but I'm anti-groups. Let's see, I'm trying to say this right. I'm against groups where people are getting power from being in it, and they get power which makes them able to harm people and hide it. That's what I'm against. How's that? I'm just going to order these.
All right, moving right along.
Alright, we're going to put that bear in here. He was hard on that bear. Look at that, a bear is 14.
Good stuff.
Crazy, crazy. Let's put these in because I don't think they want any perfects today. I think I've turned them all in.
Okay then.
You know, I've had a choice. I've had lots of people that I played
That's
with.
top notch.
And the minute they were people... Okay, I'm going to see. This might actually not have any... You know, I'm going to post something on here that people can look at. This will help you understand. If I can find it here. We're going to sit here for a minute while I look for this. And you will understand me in a nutshell as soon as you read this. Okay, here's the poem. Okay, so it's on the main screen. So if I go here now, it should show up. But I think I have to go back and do it on purpose. There we go. Let's see now if that did it. There we go. It's not Bob Ross. This is a poem called Desiderata, and it's written by, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's Max Aram or something like that. And it says, go placidly amidst the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence, as far as possible without surrender. Be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourselves. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself, especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, nor in the face of all aridity and disenchantment. It is perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in the sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourselves with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And this is how it's done when I first heard it. It went like this. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. Where does it go? Then it goes on and on. It says, beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here, and whether or not it is clear to you, there is no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world to be. Be cheerful, strive to be happy. There you go. That is my life. That is how I live my life. So, it's not a timeout. That is how I live my life. I fail all the time. I fail at it, but it is called, I'm going to type in here for anybody who gives a care. Oops. And a few people made it into songs. The year is, but it's very, very, very old. Alright, so we should almost be there. They should almost be done, or he'll be done soon. So, the part about avoid loud and aggressive persons, people who insist, who are vain, all those sorts of things, they're dangerous. And avoid people who are pretending to be something that they aren't, because that means if they're not happy with who they are, when you show your true self, they won't be happy with it either. Right? People think simplicity means stupidity. One of the most simplistic things to try and understand is quantum physics. Right? It's the simplest thing, but it's so complex because it doesn't fit with the rest of the universe and what people see and perceive. So it all of a sudden becomes very complex, right? I'm going to probably call her quits here pretty quick. We've been going for 3 hours. I want to say thank you to Kiva and to Owl and to Bounty. And if I missed you, Voodoo or Silas, if you're in, I didn't see you. Thanks for the work that you put into this. I really appreciate it. So, again, thanks for watching, and we'll be back on again with the next stream when we have another set of goods to run. Bye for now.